Chapter 5. Toby's point of view. My happy little dog decided to stay with Ben, so I'm on my own for a little while. I don't want to actually cut down trees, honestly. Maybe I can find some logs or fallen trees. Not sure, but I'm pretty sure there's one around here somewhere. The snow got dense the further I went into the woods. My footprints were almost nowhere to be seen because with every step I took, the footprint would refill itself because the walls of snow were inches away from my knees. How in the heck did I run flawlessly in the woods yesterday? Or did it just snow a lot overnight? Look up. Look up? I don't know why I would— Ah! Something green jumps out at me and screamed in my face, shattering my eardrums. I went tumbling backwards and ended up beneath the snow. Oh, cold. Found the matches, scaredy pants. Your face was priceless. Ben pulls my arm, freeing me from my cushy white prison of snow. Knock it off, you little jerk, I hiss at the stubborn boy. This is why Jeff and Jack hate me so much at home. Ben pulls me to my feet and brushes off the snow from my hoodie. Jeff and who? Forget that. Ari? Ben, just help me out. I really need firewood. I'm desperate to get out of the snow. Then why are you down here? The drier wood is higher up the tree. I stare up at the tree to find Ben may just be correct. How about you cut the wood, and I'll take it back to the house? Deal? Ben holds out his hand for me to shake. Deal. I take his hand into mine and shake vigorously. Still pissed off at him, though. I don't think I've ever climbed a tree before. This will be a new experience. The branches hung low, so I swung my body over the sturdy branch and heaved myself up to the base of the tree and stood on the branch I was already on. This is easier than I thought. Don't fall, Toby! Ben shouts at me. Yeah, thanks for the advice. Not. I can imagine his face turning to a rude, upset facial expression. I didn't want to look down, though. I did look down at my hands and see that they were all scratched up and bleeding in places. The faceless man said I need to take better care of myself, so I need to be more careful now. But I think I'm high enough in the tree now, so I should start chopping. I stood upon two small but sturdy branches and started hacking at a really wide branch. My third swing, I got a big chunk off that would work as a nice half log. I threw the chunk downwards to notice how high off the ground I actually was. I jumped backwards and hugged the tree desperately as I shake painfully and refused to pry my eyes from the sky, only to find myself breathing heavily, or so-called hyperventilating. What's going on? Toby! What's going on? Are you stuck? Ben's voice echoes through the air, causing me to shake more. Kind of! I shout back, breath noticeable in my voice. If I fall, I can't feel the pain. No pain, no game. Why am I so scared? No pain, no pain. Don't look down, don't look down, don't look down. Gah! I looked down. Get it over with, get it over with, get it over with. I picked both hatchets back up and regained hacking at the branch. Faster I get this done, the faster I can get down from here. Chunks flew everywhere, mainly my face and my eyes. Man, I need safety goggles for this stuff, if this is going to be a normal thing. Heads up! With one last swing, the branch broke off and fell downwards, breaking other branches along with it as it fell. May as well use the whole branch instead of wasting it. Oh God. Now how do I get down? I jumped down, closing my eyes to catch my footing on a lower branch. Lucky. Doing the same once more, I was on the fluffy ground. Wait, Ben is gone. Ben? Right here. The boy appeared in a static cloud before my eyes, leaving me in pure shock. I was taking the wood back to your house. Can you teleport me? My eyes widened in fascination, shrugging off my neck crack. I really, really wanted to experience teleportation. No, I can't teleport other people. And are you alright? He raises one eyebrow in confusion. Why wouldn't I be? Dude, sounds like you broke your neck or something. He spoke quickly and worry was written all over his face. Oh, that? It happens from time to time. Nothing to worry about. I eventually need to tell everyone not to worry about it for some reason. It freaks everyone out. I explained, the one thing that annoys me the most. Yeah, I don't blame them. That noise still echoes in my mind. I can't forget it. Whatever. I hate it when it happens anyways. Let's just get back to the house, alright? Be there! And he teleports away immediately. Douchebag. Ben, you better have that fire going. Ahead of you. Walking into the living room, I find Ben on the couch, just chilling and Rose curled up in a ball in front of the fireplace, roaring high with beautiful red and orange flames. Took you long enough to get back. I was like an hour into the woods. Takes me an hour to get back. You teleport and that takes just seconds. Cut me some slack. I see all of my weapons on hand on the coffee table, taking probably 10 pounds off my chest. What time is it? Like 6 o'clock. There's a clock on the wall across from him that I could have looked at. Dumb move. The fire looked so inviting. I couldn't help myself but to get closer and sit beside the sleeping shepherd. Do you mind if I stayed here, for tonight? I look over at the witty blonde and shrug my shoulders. Find a way to hide your eyes, then I may allow it. I poke at the fire with the fire poker, and the flame grew brighter, fascinating me. Fine. Got any glasses? He smacks the arm of the couch and picks himself up from his seat. He looks sort of angry. Not really. Go check my mom's room. I have no need for them. Can I just say I'm wearing contacts or I'm really into cosplay? Ew, contacts gross me out. And, well, isn't cosplay just dressing like characters in video games? Movies and comic books for show? Makes sense for Ben. He's an undead Link. Well, to me, that is. Fine, but if my mom starts asking questions, I'm not answering them. Thanks, Toby. When is your mom coming home anyways? 'Cause I'm hungry. Not until 10, so if you're that hungry, go cook yourself something. The fire feels so nice and cuddly. Want anything? Ben leaves the room. No, but can you feed the dog? I don't feel like getting up now. Your mom told you to do that. He peeks his head around the corner. Quit eavesdropping on my conversations with my mom, you peeping Tom. My voice grows tense. So does my muscles, as I'm about to just stomp over him and punch him in his little face. No promises, Tommy boy. My name is not Tommy. Whatever. I'll feed the dog to make up for pissing you off. 'Kay. Come here, dog. Come here. Rose leaves upon Ben's call, and I was left alone. Finally, alone at last. I took this moment to lay down and rest. God! Stop it! Please, stop! I clasped my ears shut with the palms of my hands, ears shattering static noise, pulse endlessly throughout my surroundings. Weirdly, the noises are quieter when I don't plug my ears. I can't take it! The static is driving me nuts. It's literally all that I can hear other than my screaming. I can't hear my thoughts. Sadly. You have two choices to end it all. A lit up doorway appears out of nowhere in this pitch black room. Or escape reality. A gun appears and glistens in the palm of my hand. No, no, no! I can't commit suicide. I throw the gun forcefully at the ground and it shoots off bullets, landing directly into my shoulder. No pain, no gain. I run at the mysterious glowing door, hesitating my decision. No, I can't die. I put my hand out and placed it on the knob, turning gingerly and opening the door to reveal a neat room filled head to bottom with bookshelves and a large desk and a matching leather chair, built just for a tall person who towers over everyone. Wait, someone is staying in it. I can see legs dangle from the chair as the chair's back was facing me. I spin it around. The static stops immediately. Masky? I put my hand out, reaching out to support the boy. He was covered in blood, a hole in his shoulder. He's just like when I left him. I touched the boy's shoulder, only to jolt backwards in disbelief. He's as cold as ice. Why did you do this to me, Toby? Masky is speaking to me. Why, Toby? Why? You attacked me first. Masky jumps out at me and grabs onto my neck, holding me in place. I ran away, but you kept coming back. His voice was disembodied, but belonged to him still. I'm sorry. I only wanted to be your friend, Toby. Another voice states. Masky lets me go, for me to be repossessed by another's hands. I look to my left and find Hoodie, who is grasping me. You attacked me, though. I'm sorry. No, you're not. Masky and Hoodie both hold on to me equally. I am. Let me go. You're one of us now. We all killed someone innocent, like how you took mine. Masky lifts up his sleeve and pulls out his knife from his pocket. He carves an X and an O around it. You belong to him now. The twin masked murderers say in unison. They let me go to point at the chair Masky once sat in, to reveal that tall, faceless man from the night before standing tall and looking directly at me, I think. I belong to nobody! I gasped as I looked down at my wrist with that marking the boy carved onto my wrist. Sear and the burn red in pain. Pain. So much pain. I feel pain for the first time in forever, and I hate it. You can never hurt me. You can never hurt me. You will never hurt me. Toby! I sat upright, grasping at the air. You don't look okay. What happened? I still gasped at the air, staring at Ben wide-eyed. He doesn't know. Am I alive? Are they here? I quickly get out as fast as I could. Who are they? Ben struggles to keep me upright on the floor. He looks purely scared for my sanity. A faceless man. Masky and Teddy. They carved this on my arm. I raised my sleeve to show the marking the boys carved on me. I'm not dreaming. You were having a nightmare. I had trouble waking you up. A nightmare? That was no nightmare. That was reality. Ben looks at my wrist, and his eyes widen and go back to normal, as if scared and shocked. He's such a nice boy. Why him? Ben talks quietly under his breath. It was meant for no one to hear, but I just barely heard it. Do you know what it means? Ben pulls me to my feet and looks up at my eyes, sharing and trusting gaze. You'll know later. But now, get rest. I'll stay with you until then. He leads me to my bedroom, sets me on my bed, and repeats himself. Over and over, until I couldn't keep consciousness. Chapter 6. Toby's point of view. 2 weeks later. Mother serves up dinner. She invited a friend over, but no sound could have been heard other than the spinning blades of the ceiling fan and the sounds of her kitchenware scraping the sides of her serving dish. Mom thinks having a friend over is a positive influence on me, even though it doesn't change a thing. Toby, when is Ben coming back over? Oh, that boy is so respectful. I could just adopt him if I could. Mom broke the silence that I honestly was enjoying. I don't even know why she likes Ben more than me. I'm her son. Doesn't that mean anything to her? She doesn't even know that he isn't exactly what you call human. He somehow pulls off the look of a regular teenage boy around my age, and I can't even figure out how he can do it. The missing bloody eyes are regular, and he isn't short. Man, isn't that confusing? Ben also hasn't come to my house in a couple of days, but when he does drop by, he just asks how I'm doing, and if anything has happened since that night I had those bizarre nightmares. I answer him exactly the same every time he asks with a, not a thing. He has grown more worried about me with every passing day when, really, I feel just fine. And those voices in my head haven't talked to me since Ben jump-scared me in the forest. He doesn't stick around any longer than 3 minutes every time he pays a visit. Trust me, I've been counting. When he does, well, he wears the same look of worry as if he was scared of his own safety. Like something is out to get him. Soon, I think. I respond blankly without breaking eye contact with my food. Ben should visit soon again, but honestly I don't care if he comes back. Who is this Ben boy you always bring up at work? Mother's friend Darlene excitedly asks, craving answers. Like a daily dose of gossip. Does she talk about him more than she does me? Oh, he's a sweet friend of Toby's. They're really close. He helps around the house and I can't get enough of his cute little face. Not true. That was only once. If she saw his real face, she'd run for the hills. I sighed loudly, depressed at her last remark, catching both females' attention. Toby, are you okay? Mother places her fork back on her plate. I don't want to answer. Oh, he's probably just a little munchkin. Darlene! Is this true, Toby? She gets up from her seat and makes way at me. Worry filled her face. Forget it. It's nothing. I still refuse to look at either females, feeling alone in my own little empty world I call my mind. It's not nothing. You barely twitch anymore. You're eating more, and you've been acting very distant lately. What is going on? Look at me, mister! She slams her fist on the table, startling her friend, indenting the fork beside my plate under her shaking fist. Can I leave, please? I slowly look up at the red woman, not knowing what else to say. Okay, but we are talking about this later. I left the room immediately, only to tear up. I threw myself in the bathroom and locked the door, sliding slowly down the door onto my butt. Mom doesn't care about me, and all I want is Ben gone forever. I want to be alone. I have nobody. Nobody cares for me, and I shouldn't do the same back. I forced my eyes open to clean myself up, getting rid of any evidence that I was crying. Eventually she's gonna burst in here wondering what's going on again. Shh. Huh? I look up, searching for the source of where this shh came from, to find a reflection of me in the mirror. But it also wasn't my reflection. It was me, but I wore my usual hoodie, orange goggles, and a creepy thing that covered my mouth. To my surprise, it was covered in blood. My reflection wasn't even in the mirror, or at least halfway out of it. One finger perched upwards to signal silence. We kept a steady gaze at each other, never breaking our line of sight. I placed my hand out forward to touch the scary, murderous reflection that is supposed to be me. When I touched it, everything came into place. He was warm to the touch and had some muscle on his arms. I heard endless whispers in my ears that I couldn't make out, but put me into a trance. All of the attention was all put on the mirror. Black tentacles emerged from the frame and slowly climbed up my body. Reflection me rolled my sleeve up to reveal my symbol, turning red once again, but I felt nothing. They mean nothing to you. Forget them. You have this to look forward to. A new chapter at life awaits your call. The whispers were finally understandable, but more and more words came. Some were so fast, I almost couldn't process them. Stupid, isolated, worthless, lonely, beaten, numb, socially awkward, psychotic, sadistic, bloodthirsty, murderer. Put all these traits to rest. You know what to do. Whispers ended abruptly, and I saw the bathroom as was before, its regular white self. Angry knocking was present at the door. Hurry up, Toby, you know other people need to go. How long was I out? I locked the door, noticing my sleeve still pulled up. Thank God you finally finished. Now go! I hate you, Darlene. What the fuck? Were you cutting yourself? She grasped my wrist firmly, fire blazes in my mind in pure hatred. I yanked my arm away from her and pushed her out of the way. I want to kill you, you damn witch. My first response to my sudden outburst was to leave the house. I need to be alone. Of course, I left through the back door. I heard dogs can relieve stress. Rose. Come on, we're taking a walk. Oh my God. I fell to my knees, and a tear was let loose. Rose sat in a pool of her own blood. Guts were spread all over the yard. Her eyes weren't even in her head, and all her teeth were missing, and so was her tongue. Her fur wasn't even brown anymore. Her body was misformed, and in a way, turned inside out. Who would do this? Who would do this? Why? I reached out, grabbing her, cradling her lifeless body in my arms. Toby, get away from it right now! How could you do that? Mom, I didn't do it. I cried very hard, making it hard for me to breathe, because I kept on sniffling and hiccuping really hard. Go to your room right now, you sick bastard! I didn't do it, Mom. I swear on my life, to my grave. I don't care. Get in there before I kill you. I ran to my room quickly. Oh my God, why her? Take my life instead. I looked into the window that peers out to the backyard. Mother was glaring at me while puking due to the horrid sight. I didn't turn my stomach, but made my eyes water even more, and the longer I stared. Before I knew it, she had her phone at hand, dialing a number that I couldn't tell what it was. Probably the police to take me away. She should know that I didn't do it. I can't kill something so near and dear to me. I creaked the window open slightly so that I could hear what she had to say. Not much, but I did hear, "Please come and pick up the carcass." Darlene came outside, and Mom told her to go home quickly, as she followed her friend back inside. 2 minutes passed, and no sounds were made. My eyes never left the window, but Mom did come back inside with one tiger lily at hand and placed it upon the ground right beside the dog. She said a few prayers, and then talked directly to the red dog, saying meaningful words that made my heart ache. Rest in peace, Rose. And I placed both of my hands upon my heart, closing my eyes, imagining she was here beside me. Hearing my door creak open, I didn't move a muscle. I heard footsteps, and they came at me. She's in a better place now. I heard a gentle voice from behind me and a hand on my shoulder. I want to know why you did that. I jerked around, my eyes in disbelief, and struggled to talk. How could I? I had nothing to hurt her with. I have no reason to do it. Are you kidding me? Darlene told me that you got a symbol on your arm, just like the one I found in the snow beside the poor dog's body. I immediately peered down at my bloody hands and forced my sleeve out, a place to find the symbol glowing darkly in red, but this time it didn't hurt. That doesn't mean it was me. I won't call the cops, but I don't want to see your butt out of this room for a week, except when it's time to eat or you need a bathroom. She quieted down tremendously, but her voice still showed anger. I was speechless, and didn't want to speak again, risking I might anger her more. Hands over your hoodie. I'll clean it and give it back. Looking down at myself, I found blood all over my sleeves and stomach area. Oh man, it's just like my fight with Masky. I pulled it off and handed it to her. She rips it away from me and left the room, closing the door behind her. Why am I in trouble for all of this? I never did it. I went back to the window and stood upon it boringly. Mother somehow got Dad over here and was making him pick up the mutilated body of the dog I once loved. Clearly Dad didn't care about picking up the organs of the poor creature. He picked up the pieces without making any faces or saying any words. Forget about them. Get rid of them. Shut up. Please. I don't need this. And I don't need that stupid voice in my head telling me what to do. Even though I really shouldn't, I looked back out the window. All those memorable parts of the dog was put in a pile beside it, and Dad was walking over to earth a can of gasoline. What is he doing with it? Once turning over the body, he took the cap off the gas can and began drenching the corpse with the brownish fluid. He's gonna burn the body. He kept pouring the gas until the can was run dry, only to drop a lit match and watch the corpse explode into bounding flames. It broke my heart even more seeing this horrific sight. Is he stupid? The bones won't burn. Wait, how the heck did I know that? Whatever, he'll know later. Boy, stop staring at me or else I'll make you regret you were even born. My knees buckle and I fall upon my butt, and I cannot see out the window anymore. Dad hates me so much it scares me. Was I visible in the window when he was back there? Toby, quit looking out that window. You know you're in trouble. I punched the floor in anger, in pure anger. Leave me alone. I wish you'd all die and leave me alone. Over time, I ended up laying down on my bed on my back, just staring at the ceiling, really bored for what felt like hours, rethinking out what all happened today. I loved my reflection in that mirror. It had one thing I wanted. Muscles. Yeah, I want muscles. He also looked so free in that mirror. It doesn't make sense, but I want to be that side of me. A part of me that I never understood.